Support.
Justin, support.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't put Street Fighter, but World of Warcraft should be up there. So.
Okay. Frank, I mean, Soul Calibur kind of was sticking out as a sort of obvious candidate for being replaced. Frank's not going to get out of here. we were expecting all three of us were expecting to see Street Fighter 2. Sure. Frank, I just want to say, if you know what's good for you, it's your turn. You might want to put Soul Calibur back on. Okay, anyway, are we allowed to go to whoever's next? I'm not afraid to say anything.
Absolutely. So, Jay Raymond, studio director of Ubisoft Toronto. If any of you come from a city that does not have a Ubisoft studio, if you send a letter, I'm sure there'll be one there shortly. So anyway, we approached Jade, and she graciously volunteered to add a game, or to make a movie. And you may be noticing a pattern. Well, first just see the list as Jade saw it, with World of Warcraft, beautifully placed at number 6. And Jade, like everyone before her, decided not to do a swap. Instead, chose to do a replace.
Right, but she said she had a lot of anguish about this. That she thought it was going to be kind of an easy thing to do, but I warned you panelists, she said it was actually very difficult to figure out what move to make.
Well, she even mentioned fighting games in her explanation. She said, wow, this was tougher than I thought. So many of my favorite games of all time are missing from the list, and I assume she's planning to speak for many of you. Tekken 3.
Yeah. Screw Tekken 3.
Tetris. Eco. Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
So she had a hard time deciding which one deserved to be added to the list, and she said she also had a hard time removing from the list because all the games were so great. She said I thought about removing a Mario since we could argue that in the list of 10 we don't need 2 Mario titles, but I'm actually one of those who liked Super Mario World better than Mario 64. But I felt uncomfortable putting a new game in the number 2 slot. I also thought about removing Uncharted 2.
I can definitely see it, being removed from the top 10. It's new, right? It doesn't stand the test of time yet. 10 years.
It's going to be kind of awkward if she removes it. You have to add it later. It's going to be kind of awkward.
She's not here, so right? I can say, right?
So she said the same thing, because even though I love that game, I don't think it has staying power in a top 10 list. But I like the idea of having at least one game from this year in the list. So anyways, to get on with it, though it pains me to see, and this is the game that she's going to remove. So, of these games, based on what she said, I mean, what do you think is going to go?
What do you think?
Oh, some Grand Theft Auto 4 hate out there, I was hearing. So, say 3. Will Jade respond to the will of the people?
I'm sorry, did all the contributors give like an explanation email before the decision? Because that was almost a treatise. Like, if there's more, I want to hear them.
Well, Sir Peter did not. he just made a ruling.
So the games today, Tekken 3, Tetris, Eco, Resident Evil 4, what do you guys think is going to go in? Our voters seem to have any sense of the will of the people.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I think it's going to be
Ego. Panels predict Ego.
Tetris has to be on it. You talk about competitive classes.
Are you playing it right now?
Yeah, play it right now.
Playing it all the It's in 3D, which is the way of the future. So, again, we had to bring the list back to here. So, Jade was on her move, we brought it down across the border. And we worked to Jeremiah. That's good. We're director of Fifth Cell, the man who thought of Sir Once.
had an opportunity again to do a swap, which you notice, nobody's done a swap.
It's kind of a sucker move. I mean, as well.
I hope these guys don't make a swap.
I'm totally gonna swap.
All right. So Jeremiah, like everyone else, decided to he decided to remove a game. And can we just go ahead and show it?